Welcome to the eFresh.com Coffee News. My name is Milen and these are this week's headlines. Coffee exports from India down. Colombia coffee, Costa fortune. Coffee Republic set to be sold. Vietnam to raise coffee consumption. 40,000 hectares for Mindanao coffee. Coffee exports from India declined in the first 6 months of 2009 following lower demand in the global market. According to the state-owned coffee board, the coffee exports declined by 20% to 108,386 tons. A sudden fall in price due to various factors in the global market has dragged down exports, trade sources said. According to the International Coffee Organization, the price indicator chart declined in June to 190.5 cents per pound from 130.51 cents per pound in the same period a year ago. Except in May and June, the monthly average price of coffee in the international market never crossed 111 cents per pound in the first 6 months of 2009. After a poor harvest, Colombian coffee prices have shot up in the past few months to the highest level seen on the wholesale market in 11 years, causing traders to turn to alternative countries such as Costa Rica, Guatemala and Nicaragua. In May, the spot price of a pound of Colombian coffee rose to $2.20, a jump of more than 60% of its value last November. Consumers are paying extra as roasters trading in Colombian coffee are forced to pass on the price increase. Colombian coffee farmers, who are predicting the smallest crop since 2001, blame storms and torrential rains for the decline in output. Even with recovery and further growth in sight, this year's slump could have repercussions for Colombia, which is the world's third largest coffee producer after Brazil and Vietnam. The collapsed chain Coffee Republic is expected to be sold within the next few days after administrators said there had been overwhelming interest. 10 outlets have already closed with the loss of 66 jobs. Coffee Republic has a further 9 stores still in operation, which, it is hoped, will be sold as a going concern. Administrators said they had decided to close those stores that were no longer viable to leave the more profitable parts of the chain. The chain's executive chairman, Peter Breach, and former chief executive Stephen Bartlett are among the interested parties looking to take the company forward. Administrator KPMG said there had been more than 120 expressions of interest in the coffee chain. Coffee Republic operates more than 180 coffee shops across the UK. Vietnam produces more than 1 million tons of coffee each year, but only 56,000 tons are consumed domestically, accounting for nearly 6% of the total country's output. Each person in northern European countries consumes 10 kilograms of coffee a year, while Vietnamese people only use 640 grams annually. Among coffee producers, Vietnam's domestic consumption volume ranks 19th, while Brazil tops the list with an average volume of 5.29 kilograms per person each year. In the face of a sharp decline in world coffee prices, Vietnam should better stimulate domestic coffee consumption at an annual growth rate of 7 to 10% in the next 5 years. In the long run, the coffee industry must have a national strategy to stimulate the consumer market. Mindanao governors have committed the 40,000 hectares needed by the Department of Agriculture and Nestlé Philippines to make the country self-sufficient in coffee in 5 to 7 years. The Agriculture Department and Nestlé rolled out a coffee farming sustainability program in a bid to ensure a stable supply of beans and steady income for farmers. The agreement calls for the government to build the necessary infrastructure while the company will take care of the training and seedlings. The governor said the Agriculture Department and Nestlé won't have to go out of Mindanao for land since his province possesses the needed land area to plant coffee. He said nearly all these lands are covered by ancestral domain, but talks are underway with tribal leaders. Thank you for watching the efresh.com coffee news. See you next time.